Well, hi, all my friends. Good morning. Happy Thursday to you. I hope it's going to be a better day for people. I woke up and feeling kind of this morning. Um, aches and pains, and then you get them as you get older. As long as they're not internal, that's something to be thankful for, right? I'm breathing, I can walk, I can see, I can hear. So it's the little things that we should be thankful for and that we forget, that I can breathe and that kind of thing. Excuse me. So, unfortunately, there's been a apparent terrorist attack in Spain, in Barcelona. They say a van crashed into a bunch of people, uh, and they're calling it a terrorist attack. The, the people of Spain are. And they've got the whole street cordoned off and that kind of thing as they investigate. So I'm seeing this off of Fox News right now. And we got to think about the world being not necessarily a one world order, but that we are all under God. We are all souls. We all have a soul. We all have angels that can be dispatched to help us and minister for us, sent by the Lord. Angels are biblical, by the way, and we, even though Spain, for example, has its own culture and language, and other countries have theirs and their specialities and their uniqueness and their charm and their culture, we all have to think of every soul is a child of God. And that we have forgotten the spiritual side of ourselves. We are not just people that, are just going to die and end up in the ground forever. That's just not true. And I feel bad for those people who think that. A good friend of ours, Katharine Hepburn, felt that way. And boy, she, for a big surprise, when she met the Lord, um, uh, I dearly loved her. She's this crack up. I only knew her in her, her elder years, and through Juliana. The picture that sometimes you see in the background in the what I call the office room is with a bunch of kids in it. The man's in the background with the suit and tie. That's Spencer Tracy, by the way. So through Juliana, I've been able to meet his daughter and a lot of other people in the business. Just by living here, I've gotten to meet certain people, see certain people, especially musicians, like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and just a bunch of people. Just because I live here in LA, I've run into them. I've seen people in elevators and buildings and restaurants and on the street and in cars, and so been quite blessed by seeing and certain well-known people, and a lot of them were spiritual and went to church. That Spencer did anyway. He was Catholic, and one reason why he never divorced is because of his religion. But anyway, he was good friends with Catherine. They each had their own personal, private life, and neither here nor there. But anyway, I just just thinking about different people that are going through the world without having somebody, and not having love, or, having partnerships, or having support, or, it's tough. It's tough to be in this world by yourself. And it is not an easy thing at all. It's very soul crushing, can be. But I would hope that you would remember, and even though in the very moment you just go no, and you're just defiant, and you have your free will to poo-poo it, just know that there are other people out there that are loving you and caring about you, and who are maybe in the same or worse position, but they struggle through it because they know that things will get better, that things will change and turn around. And it could be quickly, it could be a while, but it will turn. And just know that you're tough enough to get through it, and you can do it. And it may not seem so at the moment when you're feeling so hurt and so alone, but you will get through it. And if you pray to the Lord, and you pray to ask Him to send you healing angels and healing comforting angels as well. They will be dispatched to you. Whatever you ask will be given. So we're in the book of Ezekiel, and we're at chapter 39. So I want to get reading. I didn't mean to just go blah, blah, blah. Well, I've been talking too long. Anyway, so sorry to bring you that bad news this morning. Check out my song, In the Early Morning Rain, if you get a chance. And so we're under God's judgment upon Gog, and Israel's victory. So therefore, thou, son of man, prophesy against Gog, and say this, saith the Lord God. Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, and chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back, and leave thee but the sixth part of thee, will cause thee to come up from the north parts, and will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel. I will smite thy bow out of thy left hand, and will cause thine arrows to fall out of thy right hand. Thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel, thou and all the bands and the people that is with thee. I will give thee unto the ravenous birds of every sort, and to the beast of the field to be devoured. Thou shalt fall upon the open field, and for I have spoken it, saith the Lord God. I will send a fire on Magog, and among them that dwell carelessly in the isles, and they shall know that I am the Lord. So I will make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel, and I will not let them pollute my holy name any more. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, the Holy One in Israel. Behold, it is come, and it is done, saith the Lord God. This is the day whereof I have spoken. And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth, and shall set on fire and burn the weapons, both of shields and bucklers, bows and arrows, hand staves, spears, and they shall burn them with the fire 7 years, so that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest, for they shall burn weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those that spoil them, and rob those that rob them, saith the Lord God. And it shall come to pass in the day that I will give unto Gog a place there of graves in Israel, the valley of it passengers on the east of the sea. And it shall stop the noise of the passengers, and there they shall bury Gog and all his multitude. And they shall call the valley of Hamongog. 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, and that they may cleanse the land. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord God. And they that serve out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury the passengers, those that remain upon the face of the earth to cleanse it, after the end of 7 months shall they search. And the passengers that pass through the land, when any seeth man's bone, then he shall set up a sign by it, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hagmon-Gog. And also the name of the city shall be Hamanah, Hamonah. They shall cleanse the land. And the Son of Man, thus saith the Lord God, speaketh to every feathered fowl, every beast of the field, and assemble yourselves, come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice, that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice, upon the mountains of Israel, that you may eat flesh and drink blood. Yea, you shall eat the flesh of the mighty, and drink the blood of the princes of earth, for the rams of the lambs and the goats and the bullocks, all of them fatlings of Bashan. And you shall eat fat until you be full, and drink blood till you be drunken of my sacrifice which I have sacrificed for you. Thus you shall be filled at my table with horses and chariots and mighty men, and with all men of war, saith the Lord God. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed in my hand, and that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am the Lord their God from that day and forward. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespass against me. Therefore hid I my face among them, and gave them into the hand of the enemies. So fell they all by the sword. According to their uncleanliness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, now I will bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my whole name. After that they bore their shame and their trespasses, whereby they have trespassed against me, when they have dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I have brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' hands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then they know that I am the Lord their God, that caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. But I gathered them into their own land, and have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord God. And there I will stop at chapter 40 and continue with the next video, chapter 40. I do hope that you have a blessed day, and leave me a like if you like the video, a comment if you have time. I'd love to hear more about you, and pass it along. Okay, bye-bye.